Well, hello! Well, welcome back to Nikki's Nosh. And today we're going to 8 o'clock and I'm going to eat a lot. Yeah, so 8 o'clock, I've wanted to come here for so long. They've got a good reputation. When I ran the B&B, a lot of my guests came here and they said it was fab. It's really narrow. It's between these two buildings here. Okay, so I'm outside still, and this guy's sitting here having a ciggy, right? And he's called Steve Abbott, right? He needs a ciggy with all the stress he's got inside. He's the head chef for 8 o'clock. So what would you say? I'm going for the standard menu, you know, the set menu. Yeah. What would you say is the best choices?
I would go for the duck leg.
Oh, well, I adore duck.
Yeah, duck leg, yeah.
Right, okay. And will you be cooking it?
I will be cooking, yeah. One leg right. Back in there, yeah.
We've seen who's going to be cooking my dinner now, which is very rare. We don't get that chance, do we? Right, so let's get on. Let's go inside. Thanks, Steve.
Okay.
Come on.
Welcome back to Nikki's Nosh. For food reviews we love, exploring Yorkshire's finest spots. The flavors rise above. Restaurants, pubs and cute cafes, we savor every plate. Each bite tells a story here, where meals of life await. Joining us.
Welcome back to Nikki's Nosh, and of course I'm Nikki. Now I'm at 8 o'clock, which is a restaurant. It's really hidden. It's another one of these hidden gems from York. You have to really find it. You'll have seen when we were walking up how to find it, but it's in Ousegate and it's wedged between two shops, and then you can walk past it accidentally, but at the back it's like a Tardis. When you walk down the tiny little corridor, you're at the back and you're behind all the shops. So basically it's got seating on that side, there's seating here as well, which is really quite lovely. And they've got a bar again through the other side as well. So it's a really well laid out place. So here we are, that's the menu. Now I'm going to go for the standard set menu, which runs from Sunday through to Thursday. Now, this is their standard menu. Now their standard price, if you have the standard menu, normally it's £22.95 for 2 courses and it's £26.95 for 3. Now it's January, and so consequently they're running the set menu. Instead of £22.95 and £26.95, the 2 course is £17.95 and the 3 course is £21.95. Now look, there we are. Okay, now if you want to help it along, there'll be a link to this in my community section of the channel, so you can take a picture of that to give you some proof. You know me, I get a little bit more nervous about vouchers and what have you these days. I'm going to now choose from, I'm going to have 3 courses. I'm going to rub it in again, aren't I? I could go for the tempura prawns, But I think I'm going to go for the sautéed garlic wild mushrooms because, of course, I like mushrooms, and it's served with toasted soda bread. So here's another one for you, Gary and Greeno. I'm having mushrooms again as my starter. Right, and then for the mains, Steve's already told me that's the best. So with creamed cabbage and bacon, confit duck leg with creamed cabbage and bacon, fondant potatoes and red wine and orange sauce. That sounds perfect. And then the desserts, and I'll probably go for the dark chocolate brownie. Remember, everything is made in-house, so that's good. I think the 8 o'clock is an independent, which is good, but I'll clarify that. So I know what I'm going to... Now, what am I going to have? I'm going to have a beer of some description, aren't I? Let's see. What beers have they got? I came in on the bus, so I can have something else. Right, okay. I can have a full pint of beer, can't I? There's this thing called a York Guzzler. Shall we try the York Guzzler? You get half a litre of York Guzzler beer for £5. I've never had a York Guzzler before. Some say I am a York Guzzler. Yeah, I'm going to go for the sautéed garlic wild mushrooms served on toasted soda bread, and then I'm going for the confit duck leg with creamed cabbage and bacon, fondant potatoes and red wine and orange sauce, and that should keep me sweet. And then I'll order a dessert. Okay. Right. Well, I've moved. So I've got a carafe of tap water, York's finest. There's a few breweries in York these days, craft breweries, and one is York Brewery, and this is the Guzzler. It's a session pale ale, but there you go. That's the thing we're going to have today, which is a York Guzzler, and I am a bit of a guzzler, so it is quite an appropriate name beer. So let's see how that goes. It's nice to be able to have a beer because I've come in on the bus and instead of driving in the car. So let's give that a try. Ooh, that is nice. It has a different flavour to the more fruity IPAs, the Indian pale ales. But this is good. I enjoyed that. I think I might be having a second one of these. Oh. I almost feel like saying cheers mid-ears already. Thank you very, oh, but look at that. Oh, it's exceptionally hot. Really hot. Look at that. Look at that portion there. Now, let's compare that to the portion that I got when I was at the Black Bull. Right, we're talking about the same sort of price for the main meat, for the full course. But look at that. And you know, it smells completely and utterly, absolutely gorgeous. This is the difference. Going to an independent with a chef, you get it made by chefs rather than it coming from a bag. This soda bread, it's got I'll try and describe it. I think soda bread tends to have baking soda in it. It's quite a leaven bread. Look at those mushrooms there. Do they taste good? I could come here just for the starter. And we've got some pea tips on there as well. Not PG tips, pea tips. Look at that. I'm a great fan of using a bit of greenery. I used to put my scrambled egg in my B&B. I used to put scrambled egg on rocket. And my guests used to look at me stupid. And they said, why have you put rocket on the scrambled eggs, underneath the scrambled eggs? I said, well, you don't have to eat it, just try it. And I really can recommend it. So rocket, but these are little pea tips, and they are good. Little salty, lovely, but perfectly salty. But the garlic is subtle. But I do garlic mushrooms myself, but I can't do them as good as this. Now you might see people moving about outside. Well, that is actually part of 8 o'clock. So there's other tables there. Now we are on a Thursday, so it's quieter on a Thursday. But during the summer months, I think this place is heaving. I think this is so good. This starter is so good that even Greeno and Gary would eat this. Look at those. Look at those mushrooms. I'm now really wondering how good the main is going to be if the starter's this good. I'm in heaven. The mushrooms have got that lovely earthy flavour, but they've got a softness about them as well. They've been cooked perfectly. And they've been cooked today to order. There's no way these came from a plastic bag. Look at this. Look at that plate. There's nothing left on that plate. And it's still warm. Still warm. Look how lovely it is. Now, if you hear some sort of strange sounds part of it, basically there's music playing in the background and I'm going to be using voice isolation to take that out. So it sometimes affects it doesn't affect the voice a little bit, but it shouldn't affect it too much. And of course you're here to see the food rather than hear me babbling. I have to say, I've not had the York Guzzler before. York Brewery, look, York Guzzler. It's half a litre. Now, I think this glass here is a half a litre. So, sorry, it's a half a pint. And so, consequently, I've had a good glug of it and I've filled it back up again. Well, who does this? Who does this? Who does that? And who does this? Me. That's me doing that. Oh, wow. Thank you ever so much.
Can I get you anything else at all?
No, I think this looks absolutely lovely again. Right, okay. Thank you very much. Right, look at this. My food has arrived. And there's a sort of a gravy there, which, oh, hey, look at this. Right, look at that. We've got the duck. We've got the comfy gravy there, whatever. We've got sort of the vegetables there. And then round the corner we've got our potato. Now this is fine dining, isn't it? This is really, honestly, this I think is going to be completely and utterly delicious. So let's get into eating it. It's the sauce. It's an orangey sauce. Right. So we've got a few more of these little pea shoot things here. This is a cabbage. Let's try the cabbage. That is totally delicious. Totally delicious. Lovely. Buttery, creamy. And I'm not a great fan of cabbage, but this is delicious. Look at that. Oh. What about this potato? Let's give this potato. Let's see if we can cut it through. Oh, look at this. It's a fondant potato. Yeah. Oh. Oh. I know you're not supposed to have orgasms on YouTube, but I could have a metaphorical orgasm on that from this. This potato is completely to die for. Shall we pour some of this onto the? Look what's inside it. Bits of meat in here. Well, that's a sauce. Oh, it's a gravy. I'm not sure which. But either way, I'm not going to argue. It looks delicious. Right then. Right, here's the duck. Yeah. Now, look at that. Beautiful. Beautifully cooked. It's perfect, thank you.
Thank you, sorry.
Yeah. This is the cabbage. Beautiful. I've never tasted cabbage as lovely. It's incredible. Absolutely incredible. Can I fold this? No, I can't. Right. So remember, that's the cabbage. This is the fondant potato, which was in a little sort of circle. Take it with the sauce, and it looks just. This is one up from mashed potato. This has a lovely outer crust, but the inside is just marvellous. And that sauce is on there as well. I'm going to take a big piece of this now. It just melts in your mouth. Fondant potatoes. Now, I'm sure I've had them before, but I haven't had them in a long, long time. Delicious. And then we've got the duck. Roast duck. Let's have a look at that. Look at that. Oh, really enjoying this. In fact, I'm a bit worried that some of this sauce is going to go to waste. I could do with asking for a piece of bread. Now, I'm not certain that is a sauce or a gravy, but you tell me in the comments if you think it's a sauce or a gravy. I mean, frankly, they're the same, but it looks like either. It's superb. You know, it's a terrible thing to ask, but is there any chance I can have a small piece of that soda bread to soak my gravy in there? As long as it's not going to...
The brown one, though.
It doesn't matter. Just a small piece of bread.
Yeah.
It's a joke, really, for me, rather than saying I like gravy dip. I've asked if they can give me a little bit of bread to soak this sauce up. But this duck is just falling off the bone. It's so well cooked. And each bite has flavour in it. A just right flavour. Lovely, lovely duck flavour. The orange in the sauce just ever so often gives you a bite of orange. You taste it. It's just fabulous. I asked them, because this sauce is so good, I asked them if they could just give me a little bit of bread to soak in the sauce. Now, it's very working class for gravy dips. Right, so there you go. You're going to see here, that's the piece of bread. And it's soaking in that sauce there. And I've almost finished this dinner. They have some marvellous bread. It tastes some olive oil in there. It's some focaccia type bread. But it tastes absolutely gorgeous with the sauce. Look at the bone. It's completely clear of any meat because it's been so well cooked. Because you want the duck to taste like duck. At the same time, you want that little bit of flavour in terms of the sauce, and you get it with that sauce. The music is really quite nice as well. You won't be able to hear it because obviously if I let you hear it, I'll get a copyright strike. Look at that. Completely eaten. Right, so what I've had so far, I've had the equivalent of the 2-course meal. That would have cost me £17.95. And I've had a burger that's cost me.
Sorry.
Perfect.
I can tell by your...
Do you get to eat here as well?
Yeah, on our breaks we can have...
I think I'll have you've got a brownie, haven't you? I'll try. Would you say that that's a good one? Good choice. Okay. I'll go with the brownie. Does it offer great value at £17.95 for a two-course meal? Yeah, it does. That's the offer price. But the full price is £22 something. Does it offer good value February onwards or whatever? Or if you're coming here on a Saturday, is £22 whatever it is that good value? And I would say, yeah, it is. It's superb value. Would I recommend the Guzzler? Yeah, I would. I've not had it before. It's called a session pale ale, and I don't know the difference. Right, if you know the difference between Indian pale ale, which is an IPA, and a session pale ale, please tell me in the comments down below, because I'm not a beer person. I've got a figure in my head. So what do you think that I should be giving this meal, along with the beer? Now, someone said in the comments to another one of my videos, where do you put it all, Nikki? Well, I put it here because this is here. I put weight on, but I don't eat. I haven't eaten today. So, and I won't obviously be eating anything more. So this is my only meal for the day. And tomorrow I'll obviously not be eating as much. And I'll probably be just having a bacon sandwich or something like that. Yesterday I had an awful ready meal. And I'm so glad I don't have to do ready meal reviews anymore. There's some you will see. Some ready meal reviews will have to come through. Oh, this is marvelous. Right, I've just been speaking to Tommy, who's one of the waiters. He's worked here a while, and he's also worked at the Grand Hotel, so he knows good quality. He's brought me this. This is a brownie with honeycomb ice cream, and look at that. We've got that's up there. Like it's sort of, I don't know, like a biscuity, could be Biscoff, like a biscuity coating on top. The brownie is made here. It's not bought in, it's made. And he was saying that all the chips that they sell here and supply, they're all made in-house. They're not frozen chips. So I'm going to have to come back, aren't I? I'm going to have to come on back and taste. I'm told as well, I was speaking to another one of the staff, that they do these burgers, again, all made in-house. Everything made in-house. I suppose the buns aren't, but yeah. So I can feel heat coming out. So we've got a hot brownie there. Underneath it, we've got that, and the ice cream. But let's look at it close up. Look at this. Now, how am I going to do this? I want to have a spoon.
What was the option? That one? That one, eh? Yeah.
Look at that. Let's try it. Oh, mm, mm. Now there's a sauce as well on here, which you saw. Let's try it. Mm. Wow. This is just, look at that. Ah. Well, this dessert is the best dessert I've had since I'm on the channel. It's just incredible.
Yes, it's oh, right, you're cool, actually, yeah.
Mm.
What engagement plan I want to make with
Wow. Last bite. Well, I don't care who listens, hears me doing saying this. This is a fabulous meal. Good price. All I paid for that, all I've paid really, apart from the beer, that meal was £21.95. Now the full price is a smidge north of that, but it's still under 30 quid. So I really would recommend 8 o'clock. I did say that what I would be doing is I would be being hard on people, being more cruel in terms of my reviews. But unfortunately, I can't be I can't be cruel on this one. This is just perfect. I could eat here every day, but I could die a happy woman. So what am I going to do with this? Does it get Nikki's nod? Yeah, does it get Nikki's nod for certain? I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I think I'm coming back here and I'm going to try something else. And so I'm going to come back here another time at some point in the next 3 months. And but at the moment, because I've eaten just the one meal, it's definitely a 9.5. So I'm going to give it a 9.5. It's exceptional. At 9.5 is exceptional. It's so close to that 10. But I'm going to leave it. I'm not going to give them the 10 yet because I'm coming back and I'm going to try something else. And I think they'll be getting a 10 next time. But I've got to keep a little bit of a margin, haven't I, really? But yeah, so, I mean, I am overjoyed with this meal. It has lifted my spirits after what happened last week. My spirits are lifted. Remember, I paid at the other place on my previous review for the other place. I'm not going to say which one. You can just say I paid more than £21.95, and I didn't have a chef cooked meal. I've had a superb meal here. Would I pay the full price? Yes, I would. Will I be coming back? Yeah, I will, because I've checked out the burger, and they're doing their own handmade chips. I'm coming back, and I'm coming back for I'll probably have to have the 3 courses. That dessert was marvellous. And again, look, here we are. Clear plate. And the beer is good as well. I can recommend the Guzzler, York Guzzler. So I don't need to go outside. I'm quite happy. They've seen the smile on my face anyway. They know full well I'm happy. Now, this is exactly what everybody else does. If for some reason you visited 8 o'clock before and you've had a good meal, please put a few words in the comments, because I'd like to know I'm on the right track. I think I'm being fair by saying a 9.5. I might even be a little bit cruel by not giving them a 10, but I'm going to just leave that little extra half for my next visit. And it has to be, because I do love this place. Everything about the place, the atmosphere and everything else is just my sort of thing. So my beer's gone. My food's gone. I'm just going to have to pay the bill now. I don't think I need to say anything more. Right, you can see here, £17.95 for the January offer, 2 courses. Then £5 for the Guzzler, £4 for the menu upgrade, which was actually the brownie. And then optional 10% service charge, which was well deserved on the staff, £2.70, making £29.65. Added an extra 35 pence on it, or whatever it was, 15 pence or whatever it was, added up to so that it was 30 quid. I hope you've enjoyed the video. I hope you're going to stay with us through 2025. And if you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe. If you have subscribed, thank you very much. Please like, please comment, and also please share this video to other people, especially friends of yours who are coming to York. So from me, Nikki at Nikki's Nosh, cheers, my dears.
Help Nikki's Nosh to grow. Subscribe and ring that bell to know what's coming next, so don't delay. Like, comment and share